I'm going to read to you a story, a news story about a development out of China, and I'm wondering if this is enough to, probably not enough, but I'm wondering if we could use this to persuade some of the far right-wing MAGA conservatives to finally give up on their quest to ban abortion. If they could have this to create all the babies that they want, can we use this to like bargain for them to give up banning abortion? China develops world's first pregnancy robot that's capable of giving birth to a live baby. Would you use a robot surrogate? China develops world's first pregnancy humanoid that's capable of giving birth to a live baby. It's a concept that currently only exists in sci-fi movies, but scientists in China are developing the world's first pregnancy robot capable of carrying a baby to term and giving birth. The humanoid will be equipped with an artificial womb that receives nutrients through a hose, experts said. A prototype is expected to be released next year, with the selling price around 100,000, I think that's yen. I'm not even going to pronounce that name correctly, so I'm not going to try. This doctor, who founded the company Kaiwa Technology, is developing the machine. The device he envisions is not simply an incubator, but a humanoid that can replicate the entire process from conception to delivery, Asian media outlets report. He said the artificial womb technology is already in a mature stage and now needs to be implanted in a robot's abdomen so that a real person and the robot can interact and achieve pregnancy. With regard to ethical and legal issues, he said, we have held discussion forums with authorities in whatever that province is and submitted related proposals while discussing policy and legislation. Experts have not yet provided any specifics on how the egg and sperm are fertilized and implanted in the artificial womb. News of the development sparked intense discussion across Chinese social media, with critics condemning the technology as ethically problematic and unnatural. Many argued that depriving a fetus of maternal connection was cruel, while questions were raised about how eggs would be sourced for the process. However, many showed support for the innovation, viewing it as a means to spare women from pregnancy-related suffering. One wrote, many families pay significant expenses for artificial insemination only to fail, so that the development of pregnancy robot contributes to society. Previously, scientists have successfully kept premature lambs alive for weeks using an artificial womb that looks like a plastic bag. I don't know the value or lack of value of something like this. All I know is if something like this exists, conservatives, would you give up on the banning abortion thing? You could fuck all the robots you want. You could impregnate, just have little towns of impregnated robots running around, just squeezing out babies for you, left and right. There you go. You can prevent yourself from becoming a minority in the United States of America. You can crank out all the little white babies you want. Will you leave the fucking women alone? If we give you something to fuck and something to just keep cranking out babies for you, will you leave the women alone? I mean, how about if we make it so that you could put the robot in different positions? Like you could just bend her over a fucking kitchen table and fuck her if you want. Will that be enough for you to just fucking leave women alone?